I still remember the sound of their laughter that night. It echoed through my parents' dining room like broken glass. My name is Sophia, and for years I was the family disappointment, the one who never quite got it together, the dreamer who refused to follow the safe path everyone else took. That evening should have been just another monthly family dinner. The table was full. My older brother Daniel, the successful lawyer, my sister Rachel, the perfect homemaker with her beautiful children, my parents sitting at the head like royalty. And then there was me, 34 years old, still single in their eyes, still figuring things out. I had walked in carrying a bottle of wine and a quiet hope that maybe this time would be different. But hope has a way of shattering when it meets reality. "So, Sophia," my father started, cutting into his steak, "how's that little hobby of yours going?" The question itself wasn't new, but the tone, that condescending chuckle always followed. I smiled softly. "It's going well, Dad, actually really well." My brother Daniel laughed. "Come on, Soph. You've been playing on your computer for years now. When are you going to get a real job?" Rachel jumped in, her voice sweet but sharp. "Honey, we worry about you. You're not getting any younger. Maybe it's time to stop this little side project and find something stable." Their words landed like stones in my chest. I sat there, fork in hand, forcing myself to breathe normally while they tore down the one thing that had kept me alive for the past 8 years. My little hobby. That's what they called the company I had built from nothing. I wanted so badly to tell them the truth in that moment, but something held me back. Pride, fear, a deep need to protect the only part of my life that was truly mine. So I stayed silent. I let them mock me. I let them laugh. And I smiled through the pain like I always did. But what they didn't know, what no one at that table could possibly imagine, was that I wasn't just playing on my computer. I was the CEO and majority owner of Aurora Tech Solutions, a company valued at over $87 million. The same company my brother's law firm used. The same company that provided the software my sister's husband's marketing agency couldn't live without. The company my father had praised many times without ever knowing whose hands had built it. That night, as their laughter filled the room, a quiet resolve settled in my heart. I was tired of being invisible, tired of being the family joke. Soon, everything was going to change. The pain from that dinner didn't fade. It lingered for weeks, growing heavier with every passing day. I would lie awake at night replaying their words. "Little hobby, when are you going to grow up? We just want what's best for you." These were the same people who were supposed to love me unconditionally, the family that should have been my safest place. Instead, they had become the source of my deepest wounds. Let me take you back to the beginning. 8 years ago, I was working a soul-crushing corporate job. The kind where you smile in meetings while dying inside. I had an idea for a better project management tool, one that actually understood how creative teams think. Everyone told me it was too risky, my family especially. "Stick to your paycheck, Sophia," my mother had said. "Dreams don't pay bills." I did something radical. I kept my day job and worked on my idea in secret every single night and weekend. I poured my savings into it. I cried when the first version crashed. I celebrated alone when the first paying customer signed up. Year after year, I sacrificed relationships, vacations, and my social life. I watched my friends get married and have children while I bootstrapped a company in the shadows. I told no one, not even my closest friend. The fear of their judgment was stronger than my need for support. By the 3rd year, Aurora Tech had grown beyond my wildest dreams. We landed our first major client, a Fortune 500 company. Then another. And another. Still, I kept it hidden from my family. Part of me was waiting for the moment when I could prove them wrong so dramatically that they would never forget it. But the longer I waited, the more their casual disrespect hurt. Last Christmas, when I quietly paid for my parents' new roof, I told them it was a bonus from work. They thanked me but still treated me like the flaky daughter who needed life advice. At Daniel's birthday party, when his firm bragged about switching to a game-changing new software, I sat there silently knowing it was my platform they were talking about. My creation. Every success felt bittersweet because I couldn't share it with the people whose validation I secretly craved most. The family dinner was the breaking point. After that night, something inside me shifted. The little girl who just wanted her family to be proud of her finally grew up. I realized I had been waiting for their permission to live my own life, and they would never give it. I started seeing the truth. Their mockery wasn't really about me. It was about their own limitations, their fears, their need to keep everyone in the roles they understood. Still, the emotional toll was heavy. I felt betrayed, broken, unlovable. Why wasn't I enough for them just as I was? Why did my success only count if they could see it? I cried in my car after visits. I questioned everything. But slowly, that pain began turning into fuel. I decided it was time. 3 months after that painful dinner, I received an invitation I had been waiting for. My father's company was hosting their annual industry gala. He was receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award, and the whole family was expected to attend. This was the moment. I arranged everything carefully. I bought a stunning black evening gown. I had my hair and makeup professionally done. And most importantly, I coordinated with the event organizers, who happened to be longtime clients of Aurora Tech. The night of the gala, the ballroom was filled with important people in the industry. My family sat at the front table, proud and smiling. I arrived fashionably late and took my seat quietly. When the host began the program, he said something no one expected. Before we honor Mr. Richard Bennett, we want to highlight a special contribution. The innovative software platform that has transformed how many companies in this room operate was created right here in our community. Please welcome the founder and CEO of Aurora Tech Solutions, Miss Sophia Bennett. The room erupted in applause. I stood up and walked to the stage with grace and confidence I had earned through years of lonely work. I could feel my family's eyes burning into me. The shock on their faces was something I will never forget. My father's mouth literally fell open. My brother looked like he had been slapped. Rachel's face turned bright red. I gave a short, elegant speech about perseverance, believing in your vision even when others don't, and the importance of kindness within families. I never directly called them out. I didn't need to. The truth was doing all the work. After the standing ovation, my family surrounded me backstage. The same people who had laughed at my little hobby were now stumbling over their words. "Sophia, why didn't you tell us?" my mother whispered, tears in her eyes. My father looked smaller than I had ever seen him. "All this time we had no idea," tried to joke, "so I guess I owe you a massive apology and probably some clients." I looked at each of them calmly. "I didn't hide it to hurt you. I hid it because I was tired of being torn down every time I dared to dream. I needed to prove to myself that I was enough, even without your belief." Silence that followed was heavy. That night, I didn't yell. I didn't gloat. I simply stood in my truth, and that was more powerful than any dramatic confrontation. In the weeks that followed, everything changed. My father started introducing me as my brilliant daughter, the CEO. Daniel asked for advice on business matters. Rachel admitted she had been jealous of my freedom. Their apologies came, some sincere, some awkward. I accepted them, but I also set new boundaries. I no longer shrink myself to make them comfortable. Today, I still attend family dinners, but I show up as my full self. I built something extraordinary in the shadows, and now I live proudly in the light. If you're watching this and your family doesn't see your worth yet, please hear me. Keep going. Your dream doesn't need their permission. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't humiliating them. It's becoming so successful that their words no longer have the power to hurt you. I'm Sophia Bennett. I believed in myself when no one else did. And that belief changed everything. Thank you for listening to my story. Your dreams are valid. Your journey matters. Never let anyone, especially family, convince you that your light is just a little hobby. You are enough, right now. And one day, the same people who doubted you may end up in awe of you.